No mai, hoki mai anō ki te kauta nei. Welcome back to the kitchen. Today is episode 20 of Whānau Kai, the Giving series. Amazing. We are halfway. And so I wanted to celebrate by making a vegan chocolate mud cake. And this is going to Maria and her daughter Ataraiti. And they were nominated by Janae, who acknowledged their amazing roles as whaia whāngai, foster mothers, to 3 amazing kids. And she just wanted to acknowledge all of their sacrifice. And so do I. I acknowledge you with this cake. Fun fact for those of you who are new to vegan baking, just like me, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds mixed into 3 tablespoons of water is equivalent to 1 egg in baking. Isn't that cool? So watch it happen. Just a little note about this mixture. It's not one of those when you're making it that it looks really nice. It actually looks extremely weird. Engari, koina ngā kai ka whakamahia e tātou. Here are the ingredients you need.
Kia rua kokonui kākano chia, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Kia haurua kapu wai, half a cup of water. Kia kotahi kapu miraka aramona, 1 cup of almond milk. Kia kotahi kokonui winika, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Kia kotahi rau karamu tiakarete kawhe, 100 grams of coffee chocolate. Kia haurua kapu kōkō, half a cup of cocoa. Kia toru hauwha kapu waiwera, 3/4 of a cup of hot water. Kia kotahi kokoiti pēkana hauda, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Kia rua kapu puehu parawa, 2 cups of flour. Kia rua kokoiti pēkana powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Kia toru hauwha kapu huka hauda, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Kia hautoru kapu huka one, 1/3 of a cup of caster sugar. Kia kotahi kokoiti tote, 1 teaspoon of salt. Kia kotahi kokonui iho hūpere, 1 tablespoon of vanilla essence. Kia haurua kapu noni oriwa, half a cup of olive oil. Into a bowl, add your kākano chia and your wai, stir and leave to the side. Now into another little bowl, add your miraka aramona and winika. This is going to make your buttermilk, so give that a little stir and leave it to the side to do its thing. Into another bowl, add your tiakarete kawhe, kōkō, and waiwera. Now this is straight from the kettle, make sure it's really hot. Give this a good stir until your tiakarete is all melted, and then add your pēkana hauda. Give it another little stir and leave to the side. Now to our dry ingredients, add your puehu parawa, pēkana powder, huka hauda, huka one, and tote into your sifter and give it an old sifty sift. Add your iho hūpere, noni o rewa, and your chia mix / chia egg, and your buttermilk made from almond milk. Give it a good stir. And it is time to unite them all. Make a well in your flour mix. Pour in your tiakarete, all of it in one go. Fold that in until it's roughly incorporated. Now, in 2 parts, add your chia mix. Looking good. Add your remaining chia mix and fold until it's all incorporated. Doesn't that look weird? Don't worry, it does get there. Now divide it between 2 20cm cake tins. Lovely. Now these take around 30 to 35 minutes to bake in a 170-degree oven. It should spring back in the middle when it's done.
This chocolate cake is moist and delicious, and it is just fabulous. So we leave it to the side to cool. Probably takes around an hour. But we know with every chocolate cake that you need an equally good chocolate icing that you just want to dip in and eat out of the bowl, right? I created one, it's super simple, and we're also going to add some little pecan nuts as a little side thing as well.
Kia whitu te kau karamu nutty pecan kua tohi, 70 grams of toasted pecan nuts. Kia kotahi rau rima te kau karamu tiakarete, 150 grams of chocolate. Kia kotahi rau rua te kau karamu olivani, 120 grams of olivani. Kia kotahi kokoiti pe wanira, 1 teaspoon of vanilla paste. Kia kotahi kokoiti hinamona, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Kia hauwha kapu koko, 1/4 of a cup of cocoa. Kia kotahi kapu puehuhuka, 1 cup of icing sugar. First, melt your tiakarete like so, and then add your olivani, pe wanira, hinamona, koko, and puehuhuka to a bowl. Whip it until smooth and combined. Now pour in that semi-cooled chocolate and whip it into submission. Now for the pecan nuts. They have been lightly toasted in a dry frying pan, and we just give them a little chop.
And just like that, your icing and your pecans are ready to go. So on your marks, get set, layer up that cake. Yay!
Pania te panireka ki runga I te keke. Spread the icing on the cake. Really, really, really fast. Sprinkle over the pecan nuts. Then take your other cake and flip it top side down so you get a lovely smooth surface. Use up the rest of your icing for the remainder of your cake.
So that is the cake in its naked form. You know, you can just serve it like that, and some of you will, and that is totally cool. But I'm turning this into a celebration cake. So let us up the ante with some beautiful decorations.
Kia hauwha kapu karani pango powder, 1/4 of a cup of blackcurrant powder. He puehu koura, gold dust. Kia kotahi rau karamu tiakarete, 100 grams of dark chocolate. Kia kotahi rau karamu raki pere, 100 grams of blackberries. So, tapahia te tiakarete, chop up your chocolate, and then you're just going to gently melt it, like so. To your karani pango powder, add your puehu koura and give it a little stir. This gives a little pop of flavour and a little bit of glitz. Now you just dollop on the chocolate and smush it down. Dollop and smush. Then sprinkle over your powder mix. Now I started doing these really tiny, and then I realised bigger is better, so go bigger. After they've set, smush them onto the side of your cake. Now the icing needs to be just done when you add them on. Now top it off with some of your pecans and your paraki pere and some beautiful flowers. Perfection. Mai tōku kauta ki tō kauta, ki ana ki te aroha.
Maria, korua ko ataraiti, koinei te mihi nunui kia korua. This is just a big acknowledgement to you. I know I only shared a tiny smidge of your story, but I know from what Janae has said that you have just sacrificed so much and constantly give out to others. And so, I tēnei wā, ma te atua koutou ko tō whānau e arahi I runga I ngā arapai. I just pray that God will bless you along wonderful paths in the years to come. Nā reira, ko oti te hōtaka, we are all done. Ka kite anō.
Pani, spread. Pania, spread it. Pania te pani reka ki runga I te keke. Spread the icing onto the cake. Māngai, to feed, nourish, foster or adopt.